Okay. Yeah, so let's unzoom a little bit. Watch from Suwak's perspective. So we have Suwak right here, top left corner, Empire, playing with MaCrOzerg, also Empire. On the other side, Aegis, top right corner, Empire, and Prawsha, bottom right corner, Empire. We see immediate expansion with Empire from Prawsha, which is not how it's usually played. I actually already have built orders for this on my channel, but he just wanted to make it as soon as possible. He doesn't care about economy right now, he just wants to make the expansion. He's tired, as they said. He wants to just throw it out here. Either this works and he will probably win, because it worked for him before against the team Ageless ones, and so he's trying it again. Of course, this is not the best position. Once again, they spawned on the sides, so this is pretty exposed. It would be better if they spawned next to each other, or either on the top or on the bottom, but he still decided to went for this. Aegis is building his usual wall, so he will try to expand probably later. And also we see from Suwak the similar wall, maybe a little bit more in the back. No, it's actually pretty similar, maybe just curved a little bit more, so it protects this a little bit better. And we see basically the same from MaCrOzerg. We don't see immediate expansion from him, which we are used to, but as I said, this position is pretty exposed. It's pretty dangerous. They spawned like this on the side, so it's really difficult for them to actually expand safely. Prawsha went for it, but MaCrOzerg didn't go for it, because he knows that he won't have any support from his teammate, from Suwak, in this game. Suwak cannot just go here and build him a tower, or he could, but it would take a ton of time. We see quick scouting, definitely nice from Suwak. Unfortunately, it's on the wrong side of the map, so definitely MaCrOzerg needs to go here really quickly. He's going to find out about this, but Prawsha is already prepared. He's building a tower, he has a swordsman and barracks. And as you can see now, he found out about it. He'll probably start sending swordsmen there. But as we saw in the game before, where they actually defeated us here, Prawsha and Aegis, on this map in the same strategy, it's just not easy to rush this. The map is so huge that it takes a really long time before you can even get here to find out about the expansion, and then rushing it is just not easy. And once his ally Aegis will come help him, it's basically impossible. So maybe it's actually better to rush the other enemy, because even though he will have more soldiers, Prawsha won't be able to help him basically at all. But I mean, eventually he will still catch up, so this is really hard. I think the only right answer to this is to make an expansion as well. Suwak is trying, actually MaCrOzerg and Suwak, okay, this is of Suwak, but they are trying to gather here. Really different but interesting strategy. They are building a tower, so some kind of tower rush, but keep in mind that Prawsha also has towers in his expansion, so this is maybe not gonna work too well. Seems like Aegis is not going to help Prawsha for now. And Prawsha is getting swarmed by both of the enemies, so I'm expecting Aegis to go there any second, but it doesn't seem like that. Prawsha trying desperately to build some last towers here as well. But as you can see, Suwak is just building with MaCrOzerg more and more towers there, creating a stable support. But to be honest, I don't see Prawsha surviving this. We see attack from Aegis here, but that's also not too effective. Aegis is just not going there, not helping his ally at all, which is quite surprising, but he just decided to do it like this. Prawsha finished the tower, but it's not upgraded, and there is so many swordsmen that this is not gonna definitely hold for too long. Of course, Prawsha still has the second town, so maybe they are trying to bet on that, but he cannot create any more buildings near it, because these towers will just destroy it immediately. They don't really have a way of destroying the towers anyways. And to be honest, Prawsha just lost everything here. Of course, he still has the economy in his other town. He has quite lots of resources, but now as you can see, this tower can shoot on this town hall and these towers cannot protect it. So Prawsha will just lose his expansion anyways. We see Aegis trying to do like a small rush here, but that's not working. Of course, we see also attempt going for some Valkyries. We will see if they are prepared for that. We see 11th Century from MaCrOzerg, also 2 towers. I think he's well aware of this plan of Aegis. We also see 11th Century and 1 tower from Suwak, and seems like they are going to destroy this. As I said, this will just fall. Prawsha actually, I don't know where he went. Actually, right now I really don't know. He had so many peasants here and now he has none of them. So I don't know if he actually escaped to his ally or if he just actually gave up at this point. Yeah, he's actually retreating here. He has resources but he doesn't have wood. I mean, he has gold but he doesn't have wood. And he has last buildings, so we definitely need Aegis to give him some wood really soon, but to be honest, Aegis also doesn't have any wood, so that's really bad. He's getting slowed down here by Suwak's swordsman. Also, he spent a ton of wood on these buildings. He will need wood for Valkyries. This is really not good, looking good for him. Also, this is already spotted, so they are preparing phoenixes, preparing towers. They are just not getting rushed in this situation. They don't even care about expanding, they will just heal their units in the mid. They will wait for this to fall, there is no reason to destroy that. There are towers, so they will just lose units there, and they don't need to do it. And I mean, Aegis is trying similar strategy as MaCrOzerg last time in the previous game with some Valkyries, but MaCrOzerg also had a ton of expansions with that, so we could afford it. We don't see any of that. Aegis doesn't have single expansion. Prawsha could send him his resources, but I mean, Aegis actually has resources, he's just not spending them too well. Right now he's not producing anything, even though he has population and resources. But he just doesn't have wood. That's probably his main problem here. He somehow managed to actually get enough wood for Prawsha to build a town hall, but to be honest, at this point I would rather just let Prawsha... Actually, Prawsha actually has a blacksmith here, so he's getting a ton of wood. Maybe he's going to send some to Aegis. So he might still be pretty useful, but I don't think the town hall was too necessary. He won't be able to actually recover and make something before they attack. So it would be maybe just better to stay with the blacksmith, get some extra wood for Aegis, and he will be just spamming everything and maybe just create his own expansion here, but they decided to play it like this. We see ton of swordsmen, ton of phoenixes. Really just scouting here, trying to make a push. Yeah, but they are going for catapults. There is just 1 tower, but they don't want to risk anything. There is not much ground army, so they could just rush it with the swordsman, but they are playing it safe. Now, of course, MaCrOzerg also made an expansion, probably with teamwork. No one expanded in underground yet, but we see some peasants going here. So definitely Aegis, Prawsha actually wants to take this. MaCrOzerg actually going to the underground. Maybe just transferring through here, but I think he will check the expansions. And since Prawsha is just going here, it will be the exact moment when he gets killed. Also, he got spotted by the MaCrOzerg Phoenix, even though he probably didn't notice it. It won't change much. I mean, he has a decent amount of Valkyries, but they have even more Phoenixes, so especially Suwak here, so I think he will be fine. Also, they have towers at home, so they are fine even from this perspective. Actually, there are more scraps, I think, so maybe they killed some of them. But no expansions in the underground. 1 scout tower here, a watchtower actually.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, so we see a small attack here from Aegis, but I think the Phoenix will move there immediately, and if all of them use their ability, Nova, which they have mana for, they will just instantly kill all the Valkyries. I don't think Aegis realizes at this point how many units Suwak actually has, how many Phoenixes he has. So this is going to be a really... Yeah, he just totally disappeared. So many Novas, and even more Phoenixes are coming from MaCrOzerg. Yeah, so everything is dead. They have catapults as well. So they will just destroy this. I mean, this is just a matter of time. Prawsha and Aegis can just leave at this point, but of course they want to probably finish it as a full game in the finals. Last game. But I think it's pretty safe to announce that Erased will be actually the winning team of the tournament. Prawsha saying GG. So, as he said, may the best team wins, even though they were winning 2-1. After actually losing the first game, they turned it around, but then Erased actually turned it around again and finally managed to win the whole tournament. As you can see, the stats were really clear in this game. 24 and 20 kills against 6 and 7. Basically reversed losses and kills, of course. And largest army, just some Valkyries in the end from Aegis, nothing more really. Yeah, not too interesting to be honest. This game was really quick. I think Prawsha, I mean, everyone was really tired in the end, but Prawsha really just wanted to commit to something like that, just made the expansion. To be honest, when we are playing against it before, first of all, it was less advantageous position for us, more disadvantages because we are further away from them. It was they were both on the top and we are on the bottom instead of on the sides. And also it's much harder to actually rush it with Beast and Fallen. If you have just a ton of swordsmen, you will always just rush this. So that was definitely better. Maybe on this map I would next time also play Empire or at least Beast, but with Fallen I think I would need to make like quick expansion as well or something for it to actually work.